Because Arizona shares a nearly 400-mile border with Mexico, immigration is a hot-button issue there in that state. CBS News political correspondent Ed O'Keefe spoke to 4 Arizona voters this week about immigration for Face the Nation.
You see those images of families separated along the border. You've seen the images of young children being taken away from their parents. When you see those get published in the newspapers or see them on TV, when you see those images, what do you think?
You know, obviously it's terrible to see a child ripped away from their parents or vice versa. But I think that you do need to recognize that these images are being printed to produce some type of visceral emotion. And so my opinion would just always be to obviously take it and analyze it and then see the actual factual basis behind it.
I would hope that those images have the purpose of creating action on my end. I just certainly don't think that the images are doctored.
So you think that guys like me, or the organizations I work for, are publishing or distributing these images to advance an agenda, not to allow you to see what factually happened?
Yeah, so I think that it's possible. I'm not necessarily saying that CBS or any other major broadcasting system would do it, but I think that, you know, things like that are possible to print things to align potential viewers or readers or listeners towards
a certain way.
Well, I think everybody went down there and agreed that it should cease.
Do you think this would have been addressed as quickly as it was by the president if the images hadn't been published or broadcast on television?
Yeah, possibly. You know, they brought it to you know, and to a greater extent than what it. You know, they really went overboard with bringing that out. Everybody saw it.
So you think broadcasting those images, publishing those photos, was the media going overboard?
Up to a certain extent.
How about you, Corinne?
I want to keep showing them. Yeah, it's something we need to face as Americans. We don't treat children like that, and we don't treat people that enter our country like that.
Well, if the police arrest a person or a family for some crime, and they have children.
Seeking asylum isn't a crime, and they can't request asylum from their countries and send an application online or something.
Not a crime.
They don't put them in cages. They should keep showing the images because we still don't have a solution even after the executive order was signed yesterday. So as far as we're concerned, those children whose images we saw that were in cages are still in those cages because they haven't been reunited with their families.
You can see all of Ed's discussion tomorrow morning on Face the Nation right here on CBS.